Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. How are you? I am Madam Azma. Together with Miss Hidayah, we'll talk about MUET preparation, paper 4 writing. The MUET paper 4 writing test aims to assess the ability of candidates to communicate in writing in the context of higher education, covering both more formal and less formal writing genres. 2 writing tasks are set to measure MUET candidates' ability, namely Task 1, Guided Writing, and Task 2, Extended Writing. For the test format, candidates must complete both writing tasks in 75 minutes. The writing paper amounts to 25% of the total grade for MUET. So, candidates should attempt both questions. Okay, for the writing task 1, guided writing, you have to write an email or letter of at least 100 words based on a given stimulus. You are highly encouraged to complete this task in 75 minutes. For writing task 2, extended writing, you have to write an essay based on a given topic of at least 250 words. You are advised to complete this task in 50 minutes. For the essay types, it could be argumentative, discursive, or problem solution essay. Okay, now we go one by one. For the task 1 guided writing, okay, first thing that you need to do is to analyze the task, read and understand the instruction and the stimulus, and analyze the task, analyze the stimulus. It could be an email or a letter. Identify the sender of the email, and your answer must be addressed to this person. For this part, you may identify, highlight, and analyze the keywords and try to understand what the email is about. Number 2, you can start to plan your response. Response to the question in the email or letter and use the notes given. The notes will guide your answer. Use the notes to plan your answer and decide which style you want to use in your answer, whether it is informal or formal. Alright, number 3, you may start to present your answer. Use the right or most appropriate expressions. Use linkers like and, but, so, therefore, because, and so on to connect your ideas and improve the cohesiveness. You may write using the appropriate style, either informal or formal in your answer. Okay, depend on the stimulus. If the stimulus is in an informal style and is addressed to a friend or family member, your reply should be in an informal style too. If the stimulus is in a formal style and is addressed to someone you do not know or who is in a position of authority, your reply should be in a formal style too. Okay, now let's look at stimulus, email. Okay, as I said before, the first thing that you have to do is to analyze the task. Okay, take it as an example. Your classmate Vida was absent from school because she had chicken pox. Read the email from her asking about the school robotics camp which she missed. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, let's read the question together. From vida@gmail.com, the subject, oh, I missed the robotics camp. Hello, how was the school robotics camp? I had chickenpox, so I could not join the camp. I feel very sad that I had to miss the camp. So the notes here is great. Okay, next paragraph. I heard that there were lots of interesting activities to do at the camp. What was your favorite activity during the camp? So the word here in the notes is describe. Okay, moving on to the next paragraph. I also heard one of the robots had a short circuit. Were you there when it happened? The words in the notes is no, because. Okay, then next paragraph. I heard too that the school is planning another camp at the end of this year, around early December, and I want to join it. Would you like to join me? The word in the note is tell Vida. Okay, then talk to you soon, Vida. Okay, so you have to use the words in the notes to guide you when you prepare your answer later on. Okay, let's analyze the question part by part. The subject that you might highlight. Okay, the important point that you might highlight or underline. The first one is subject. Oh, I missed the robotics camp. Okay, next paragraph. School robotics camp. And miss the camp. Okay, this is how you highlight or underline the important keywords in the question. Okay, next part. I heard that there were lots of interesting activities. Okay, and what was your favorite activity during the camp? Okay, so as you can see, I have highlighted the important keywords that will help me later on in preparing for my answer. Next paragraph. Robots had a short circuit. Were you there when it happened? Okay, remember we have to respond to this question. Okay, in our reply later on. Next paragraph. Planning another camp. And I want to join it. Would you like to join me? Okay, so these are the words that I have highlighted. Alright, so using all the notes given, write a reply of at least 100 words in an appropriate style. Number 1, you need to use all the notes provided. Number 2, write a reply to your friend Vida. Number 3, your reply should be at least 100 words. Then number 4, you are replying to your friend. So you can use informal language and a friendly tone. Alright, for next, you have to plan your response and decide how to respond, whether it is formal or informal. Okay, we have to expand the notes given. Paragraph 1, how was the school robotics camp? This is the question that we have to respond. Okay, so the note given is great. Here, you need to describe how you found the camp based on the notes given. The camp was great. Why? Give your reason. Okay, so I have prepared the sample response. The robotics camp was really great. I enjoyed it very much. Okay, so you may continue the following sentences. Alright. For the next paragraph, what was your favorite activity during the camp? So here, we must describe two things. Okay? Yes, describe two things. It's true, there were lots of interesting activities carried out during the camp. The most interesting activity for me was when I got to assemble some robot parts. Then there came the part when I switched on the robot and it moved. What a thrill! Okay, in paragraph 3, were you there when it happened? Okay, remember, in the notes just now, the answer should be no because. Okay, so we might expand the notes given. Follow the notes. Your answer should be no and give the explanation. Okay, so here, the answer that I have prepared, no, I was not there because I was in another group. Lucky me. Okay, moving on to the next paragraph, paragraph 4. Would you like to join me? So you have to tell Vida. State that you would be happy to join another camp with Vida. Okay, so the sample response here is, of course, I would love to join you. Alright, so this is the sample of answer. Okay, have a look. From shah@gmail.com. The subject, missed you at the robotics camp. Okay, hi Vida. Remember, we have to reply to Vida. How are you? I hope you are getting better now. The robotics camp was really great. I enjoyed it very much, but I really missed having you there. It's true, there were lots of interesting activities carried out during the camp. The most interesting activity for me was when I got to assemble some robot parts. Then they came to the part when I switched on the robot and it moved. What a thrill. Okay, so we have answered the word describe. No, I was not there because I was in another group. Lucky me, two of our friends, Jack and Dina, had minor injuries because they were so close to the robot when it short-circuited. Yes, of course, I would love to join you. The last robotics camp was so interesting. I would love to see why they do for the new camp. Okay, I would love to see what they do for the new camp. See you soon, Shah. Alright, so we have to use the notes given to guide you in preparing for your response. Okay, remember, do not write an answer that does not follow the notes given. You have to ensure your reply is to Vida. Okay, answer the question in the stimulus. The stimulus contains questions which the candidates should respond to. The notes given should be used to guide your response. Okay, while you're presenting your answer, write your answer based on the plan. Remember that your answer should be in the correct format and use linkers where required to improve the smooth flow of your writing. Okay, remember to underline the keywords in the question. Okay, while you present your idea, remember that your answer should use all the notes given and reply to the questions in the stimulus. Write at least 100 words and address your email to correct person, the sender whose name is in the stimulus. Alright, now let's look at stimulus. For example, B, which is letter. Okay, as I said before, we need to analyze the task given. Okay, so this is the example of the question. Your pen friend in Japan wrote to you stating that he is visiting you soon. Read the letter from him informing you about his visit. Okay, so this is the letter. 64542 Tokyo, Japan, 9 January 2022. Okay, let's read the question together. Dear Jasmine, how are you? I have some good news for you. Finally, my parents have agreed to let me visit you in Malaysia. I will be in Malaysia for 5-day holiday. Since this is my first trip, could you please suggest 2 interesting places I should visit? I know that you live in an apartment. Could you help me book a hotel room for my stay in Malaysia? Okay, next paragraph. I read an article which said that Malaysia food can be very spicy. I enjoy spicy food, but not if it is too spicy. Can I get Japanese food easily in Malaysia? That's all for now. Bye. Write soon. Your friend, Katu. Okay, so the notes given in the first paragraph, the word given is great. Second paragraph, suggest 2 places. Third paragraph, yes, of course. Next paragraph, tell Katu. Okay, so as I said before, you have to highlight or underline the keywords. Okay, and the question you must answer. Okay, so for example, the word that I have underlined. In the first paragraph, my parents have agreed to let me visit you in Malaysia. So we have to respond later on and refer to the keyword in the note. Okay, next paragraph. Suggest 2 interesting places I should visit. Third paragraph. Could you help me book a hotel room for my stay in Malaysia? Okay, so this is the question we have to answer or reply. Okay, and last paragraph. Can I get Japanese food easily in Malaysia? So we have to tell Katu later on. Okay. Okay, and then the question, using all the notes given, write a reply of at least 100 words in an appropriate style. Number 1, you need to use all the notes provided. Number 2, write a reply to your friend Kato. Number 3, your reply should be at least 100 words. Number 4, you are replying to your friend, so you can use informal language and a friendly tone. Okay, plan your response, decide how to respond, and use the notes provided because it will guide your response. Okay, number 1, expand the notes given in paragraph 1. My parents have agreed to let me visit you. Okay, in the note given, the word great, you have to describe how you feel based on the notes given. Okay, so the response, the sample response that I have prepared is great to hear that you are finally visiting Malaysia. In paragraph 2, could you please suggest 2 interesting places I should visit? So suggest 2 places and describe that 2 places. For example, the iconic Petronas Twin Towers situated right in the city centre. The other place is Batu Caves, which is a limestone hill with a series of cave temples. Okay, moving on to the next paragraph. Paragraph 3, could you help me book a hotel room? Yes, of course. Follow the notes given. Your answer should be yes and give the explanation. Yes, of course, I can help you book a hotel room. I have a friend who works in a hotel in Kuala Lumpur. She can get you a good room at a good price. In paragraph 4, can I get Japanese food easily in Malaysia? Tell Kato if Japanese food is available and statewide. Don't worry about food, Kato. There are many Japanese restaurants in Malaysia because Malaysians love Japanese food too. Okay, number 2, answer the questions in the stimulus. The stimulus contains questions which candidates should respond to. And the notes given should be used to guide your response. Present your answer. Write your answer based on your plan. Remember, your answer should be in the correct format and use linkers where required to improve the smooth flow of your writing. Your answer should use all the notes given and reply to the questions in the stimulus. Write at least 100 words and address your letter to the correct person, the sender whose name in the stimulus. Okay, don't miss that part, yeah? Alright, so in letter, we have to use the correct format. Okay, for example, 18 Jalan Aman, Taman Berjaya, 55000 Kuala Lumpur, 15 January 2022. Okay, so first thing, provide a suitable salutation. Hi Kato, I am fine and well here. I hope that you are the same too. It's great to hear that you are finally visiting Malaysia. I will get to meet you in person at last. So here we respond to the keywords that we have underlined earlier. Okay, next paragraph. There are many interesting places you can visit in Malaysia. 2 places that you should not miss are the iconic Petronas Twin Towers, situated right in the city centre. The other place is Batu Caves, which is a limestone hill with a series of cave temples. Okay, next. Yes, of course, I can help you book a hotel room. I have a friend who works in a hotel in Kuala Lumpur. She can get you a good room at a good price. Don't worry about food, Kato. There are many Japanese restaurants in Malaysia because Malaysians love Japanese food too. See you soon. Bye. So add a suitable conclusion and don't forget to sign off. Okay, so the expanded note should answer the questions given in the stimulus. Okay, do you have any follow-up questions for me? Type it down at the chat section. Now, let's continue with task 2.